Okay, good morning and welcome back to the class, my dear children. I think we had a long vacation and then we are back fresh to learn and start a new chapter. Now, practical geometry is not new for you because you've been doing construction from class 6. You've been doing all the basic construction, that is how you can construct specific angles given to you using only your ruler and compass in class 6. And in 7, you shifted to construction of triangles, some part of circles also you have done. Now, using that knowledge of construction of angles and triangles, we are going to further move towards construction of quadrilaterals. So our previous chapter was completely dealing with quadrilaterals. We have a complete knowledge about all the different varieties of quadrilaterals along with their properties. So that's the reason we did quadrilaterals in the beginning. Now we are going to take up how we can construct these quadrilaterals when various kinds of measurements are given in various combinations. Now, before we actually move to the quadrilaterals, let me see how much you are able to recall regarding your construction of triangles. Now, last year, the total construction was based on triangles only. So, you were able to construct a triangle when any 3 measurements of the triangle was given to you. So, this was the basic requirement. There were various combinations in which these measurements were given. To start with, first, when 3 sides are given, you know how to use those 3 sides to construct the triangle. And what is that criteria that you were checking whether when 3 sides are given, can I construct a triangle or not? There is something called the triangle inequality you learned last year. Do you remember that?
SSS.
Yeah. If you're given 3 sides of a triangle, even before you start constructing the triangle, you should confirm whether you will be able to construct a triangle with the 3 given sides. Can you recall what was that?
SSS criteria.
No. That is when 3 sides are given, you know how to construct it. I am asking about the triangle inequality. If the sum of 2 sides of the triangle is greater than the third side, only then a triangle can be constructed. This you have learned last year, don't you remember this? Only when you add up any 2 sides of a triangle, if that sum is greater than the third side, only then a triangle can be constructed. If the sum of any 2 sides of a triangle is smaller than the third side, then a triangle will never be constructed. You can't construct a triangle at all. So this was one requirement we have checked. So once we have checked and confirmed that the triangle inequality is holding good, then we went on to draw or construct the triangles. Now there were again various ways in which the measurements were given. You were given all the 3 sides, which you were calling the SSS criteria. Or sometimes you were given 2 sides and the included angle, which you called as the SAS criteria. Or sometimes you were also given 2 angles and the included side. In that case, it was the ASA criteria which you were using. And lastly, I remember, I think you had the RHS criteria also, where you were constructing a right triangle. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, so those were the requisites you had to construct a triangle. Now, whether when we are moving to the quadrilaterals. Now, how many sides does a quadrilateral have?
4.
Yeah, it has got 4 sides.
4 sides.
Unlike a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. So for a triangle, you require 3 measurements to construct it. It can be all the 3 sides, 2 sides included angle, 2 angles included side, or the right angle, hypotenuse, and the side. Now, can you think how many measurements will be required to draw a quadrilateral or construct a quadrilateral? Can you guess? For a triangle, you require 3 measurements. So similarly, for a quadrilateral, how many measurements do you think you will require?
4.
Okay, somebody feels it is 4. All of you feel the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think 4 measurements given for a triangle, for a quadrilateral, you will be able to construct it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, most of you feel it is yes. But I am going to say that it is not sufficient. You require at least 5 measurements to construct a quadrilateral. 4 measurements will not be enough to construct a quadrilateral. Why? Because when there are 4 measurements given, we are not able to specify the property of any kind of quadrilateral. Like suppose if I am having only 4 measurements and I try to draw, means if I have 4 sides of a quadrilateral given to me and I go and construct it, there are multiple ways in which you can construct and you will get 2 different types of quadrilaterals. So you can't construct a unique quadrilateral with 4 measurements given. When you want a unique quadrilateral to be constructed, minimum you should have at least 5 requirements. This you can do as an activity on your own and find out why a 4 measurement is not enough to construct a quadrilateral. I didn't find time to do it now for you. It is there in your textbook itself, page number 57. The chapter starts like that. Because when 4 measurements are given, if I draw a quadrilateral and if I try to push any of the vertex of the quadrilateral, then it will take a different shape. So we can't tell with 4 measurements I will be able to draw a unique quadrilateral. With the same 4 measurements, I may be able to construct 2 different kinds of quadrilateral. That means a unique quadrilateral requires the 5th measurement, which will make it unique or distinct one. Only one and only one quadrilateral can be constructed when 5 measurements are given. But if you restrict it to 4 measurements, then you will have multiple quadrilaterals which can be constructed, which is not correct. Alright, so now we are going to start with the construction of quadrilaterals. Now, before we start, there are 5 different varieties of constructions which we shall deal in this class. Alright, so we will take them one by one. And every time you're taking one variety, we will be focusing on the property of the quadrilateral also. So the first variety, I have put it on the board. You must tell me if it is clear and visible. Are you able to see the board?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Okay, good. So write the heading practical geometry. We are constructing quadrilaterals. Type 1 is going to give me 4 sides and 1 diagonal. When 4 sides and 1 diagonal of the quadrilateral is given, today we are going to see how we can construct that quadrilateral. So take down this question quickly, and using this question, you should be able to draw the rough sketch and put the measurements according to what is given to you. Because this rough sketch is very important for me to start with the construction. All right, so do it. I'll just give you 2 minutes. Come on. Construct a quadrilateral PQRS, where PQ is 4 centimeters, QR is 6 centimeters, RS is 5 centimeters, PS is 5.5 centimeters, and PR is 7 centimeters. So there are various ways in which you can draw the rough sketch. There's no necessity that you have to draw it like this as I have done. But I have done this with a purpose, because a rough sketch is drawn to visualize the dimensions or the measurements given to us. Once we are able to visualize them, only then we can start with our construction. Now, what do I mean by visualizing? When you draw the rough sketch, you will understand. Now, I have taken P, Q, R, S in the anti-clockwise direction. I have gone like that. Sorry, clockwise direction. All right. And I have maintained PR in the horizontal manner. PR is one of the diagonal which is given to me. Why did I say PR is a diagonal? How did I find out PR is a diagonal? How did we define a diagonal when we did quadrilaterals? We did define quadrilaterals. Sorry, we did define a diagonal. Sorry, we did define a diagonal. Align segment joining any 2 non-consecutive vertices of a given polygon is called the diagonal. Non-consecutive means they should not be next to each other. So P is there, Q is omitted, you take R. So P and R are non-consecutive vertices and you have a line segment joining them. So PR becomes the diagonal of the quadrilateral PQRS. Now all the 4 sides are given. PQ is given as 4, QR is given as 6, RS is given as 5 and PS is given as 5.5. And the diagonal PR is given as 7 centimeters. Now this is how the rough sketch looks. Now this rough sketch will allow me to decide how I'm going to start my construction. Now this diagonal plays a big part in the construction. By drawing this diagonal, what have I done to the quadrilateral? By drawing the diagonal of the quadrilateral, what happened to the quadrilateral? Something happened to the quadrilateral? Has it been divided or it has been cut?
Divided into two triangles.
Yeah, it has been divided into two triangles. Can you see the triangles? One above PR and one below PR?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the diagonal is dividing the given quadrilateral into two triangles. And already I know how to construct triangles. Last year I have done that. Now look at the triangle PQR. Do you have all the three sides for that triangle?
Yes, ma'am.
All the three sides are known. 4, 6 and 7. Can you construct this triangle? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Three sides are given. We know how to construct the triangle. Similarly, now
Yes,
look at
ma'am.
the triangle PSR, which is below PR. Do you have all the three sides for that triangle?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think you will be able to construct that triangle also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So, when you construct triangle
Yes, ma'am.
top of PR and another triangle at the below PR, then you are getting two triangles. When these two triangles are completely done, what you are resulting is a quadrilateral PQRS. So this is what we are going to see. Right? Now I'll take you through an application which will allow me to draw it for you. I'm not going to draw it on the board. I'm going to use an application called the RoboCompass. So you will do the construction along with me. In the belief that you have already drawn the rough sketch. Where did you draw the rough sketch? In the center of the page or on the right hand side or on the left hand side? Where did you draw?
Ma'am, right hand side.
Yes, always see that on your page, it will somewhere come on the right hand side. And you don't have to make it very big. I have drawn it like this because I wanted you to see it. Some visibility was required. So I have put it in the center. Because the center of the page is always required for the main construction. The rough sketch will always be on the right side. It will be a smaller version. Don't make it very big because you will not have space to do the actual construction there. All right. And once the construction is complete, below that you can start writing the steps of construction. Okay. So format your page properly. Start somewhere at the center of the page so that you can draw both the triangles, one above and one below, without any difficulty of overlapping with your question, etc. All right. So shall we go on and start our construction? If you're ready, I will share my screen and take you through.
Yes, ma'am.
We are ready.
Yeah, you will do it
Yes, ma'am, we
along
are
with me. You will do it along with me without interfering too much into my screen. Okay? Okay, let me see what I can do. 1 minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also doing it slowly because you must get adjusted to the application also because I'm not standing in front of you and constructing. All right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the final quadrilateral which will be ready. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So get ready with your pencils, your rulers and your compass. This is all you want. Fix a pencil in your compass separately and use another pencil to do the remaining part of the construction. Don't be removing the pencil from the compass once it is fixed there. So shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So our aim is to construct the quadrilateral PQRS in such a way that you take PR, the diagonal. You are seeing the diagonal here? That will come as the base. So one triangle will come above PR, the other triangle will come below PR. So we are going to start with the line segment PR. So that's your first step. So the first step says draw PR with a length equal to 7 centimeters. So take your ruler. First mark a point P. From there, keep your ruler and mark another point Q, which is 7 centimeters away from P. Please do that. I'm waiting. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you think should be the next step? We have to construct the triangle PQR. You can go back to your rough sketch and see maybe. Just a minute. Let me see if I can share that also. See, this was my rough sketch. Clear? Can you see the screen that I have shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
drawn is PR. We have drawn PR, which is 7 centimeter. Now I have to locate the point Q. That will complete my triangle PQR on the top of PR. So what I should take? I should keep the compass at P and take a radius of 4 centimeters and cut an arc. Okay, then I will go to point R with R as center and radius 6 centimeters. I will cut another arc. Where the two arcs are going to intersect, that will be your point Q. All right, so this is the step that I'm going to do. With P as center and radius 4 centimeters, I'm going to cut an arc first. Then with R as center and radius 6 centimeters, I'll cut the second arc. Where the 2 points meet, that will be my point Q or the vertex Q. So I've come back to my robo compass. So let me continue. Once my PR is ready, draw an arc centered at P. So with P as center and radius 4 centimeters, I have cut an arc. So this is what you will do. All right, the first step is done. With P as center and radius 4 centimeters, you have cut an arc. Have you cut the arc?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Compass at P. Please remember P as center andre, your compass will be placed at P. And you know how to measure 4 centimeters in your compass? Do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Do you know how to take a length of 4 centimeters in your compass? You have to keep it alongside ruler, starting from 0. Pull your pencil till it reaches 4 centimeters. So that will give you a 4 centimeters arc. What is the next step? Just now I have said, after this arc is ready, I should create the second arc. For that, what should I do?
ma'am. We should keep the compass
With
at
R
R.
as center. Yes, with R as center. And how much radius should I take?
6 centimeter.
Ma'am,
The
6
radius of 6
centimeter.
centimeters, cut the previous arc. So do that. That's the second step I'm doing now. Now you see where my compass is going to be placed. So the compass is placed at R and I'm taking a radius of 6 centimeters. Can you see? So the two arcs are intersecting. Are they intersecting for you also?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
what is
ma'am.
the point of intersection called?
Q.
Look at your rough diagram. It will tell you. You are trying to draw the
Ma'am,
triangle
Q.
PQR.
Ma'am, Q.
Yes, the point of intersection will be Q. So please mark that point of intersection. Once you mark the point of intersection as Q, what do you think next you have to do? You have to join these 2 points, PQ and QR, so that my triangle PQR will be ready. You take your ruler, keep it at Q and P, join them with a straight line. Then join Q and R with a straight line. Your triangle will be ready. I hope you're doing it along with me. I have joined P and Q, and also now I have joined Q and R. So my triangle is ready. Right? So my triangle PQR is ready. What should I do next? What should I do next?
Ma'am, next we have to take P as a center and we have to draw an arc of
And I've come back to my
5.5.
rough diagram. So the triangle above PR is ready. So what's our next step? The triangle below PR, which is coming at the bottom, also should be ready. How will you prepare this triangle? From P, you will take a radius of 5.5 centimeters, cut an arc. Then with R as center and radius 5 centimeters, you will cut another arc. These 2 arcs will intersect to get the point S. So what you have done above, same thing you have to repeat below with the measurements given. PS is given as 5.5. So first with P as center and radius 5.5 centimeters, you will cut an arc. Then with R as center and radius 5 centimeters, you will cut the second arc. So the two arcs will meet at point S. So that will complete my second triangle below PR. So that's exactly what we are going to take up now. So shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my next step, with P as center and radius 5.5 centimeters, cut an arc. So this is what you will be doing now. With P as center and radius will be 5.5. How do you know it is 5.5? My rough diagram will help me. The distance between P and S is 5.5 centimeters. That's why I have taken a radius of 5.5 centimeters. Okay, what is the next step? Now your compass has to go and sit on R. So with R as center and radius 5 centimeters, you will cut the second arc. Now see, the arc is sitting on the point R. Can you see? Are the two arcs intersecting?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. What will be the point of intersection now?
S.
Ma'am,
Correct.
S.
It will be yes. So mark the point of intersection as yes. What's the next step? I got the point S. Now what should be my next step?
Ma'am, join the P and R.
P and R is already joined. Why am I joining P and R? I should join P and S and R. You will join PS and SR. Do it. You will take your scale, keep it alongside P and S, join it using a straight line. Now take the ruler, keep it alongside R and S and join. You will get your second triangle below PR. So is my quadrilateral ready? P, Q, R, S. Two triangles drawn with PR
Yes,
as the
ma'am.
base, we could complete our triangle. So when four sides and one diagonal of a quadrilateral is given, we know how to construct the quadrilateral. Is there any step that you want me to repeat, or you have done and you finally have your constructed quadrilateral with you? Do you have it? Now I think I will just look at your construction for a moment. Please switch on your cameras. Let me see. And hold your book in front of your cameras. Let me see what you've constructed. Hold your notebook that you have constructed on. Okay, Miss Sab, I have seen yours. Good. Gayatri done. Good. Apurva, I'm not able to see, my dear. You are holding it too much away. I can't see anything at all. Bring it slightly closer. Okay, Apurva, I could see. Who is this? Janani. Okay, good. Others, where are you? Hiding behind the camera. Others, please show me. I would like to see if you have completed the construction or you had any doubts in doing it. Because we are going to start writing the steps of construction. Unless you have constructed it, telling me the steps of construction or listing the steps of construction will become difficult. Okay, good. Whose is this? Lavanya. Okay, Lavanya, I'm able to see partially. Your arcs are not visible. Okay, good. Yes, others, some more of you, only some 7 of you have shown me. I have only 10 participants in my class. I don't know where are the others. Is this the attendance in other classes also? I'm worried. Only 10 children
No,
attend.
ma'am.
Only 10 of
Ma'am,
you?
in other classes, 18 members will be there.
18 members. Who are these 8 who don't want to attend the maths class? Okay, Vivin, I could see yours. Good. But I can't see your rough diagram, my dear. Is it there? Without the rough diagram, please do not do the construction. Okay, now what we will do is we will start with writing the steps of construction. As much as the construction is important, so is the steps of construction. Now, steps of construction, today I'm going to tell you how to write the steps of construction. From tomorrow's class or the next class, you should be able to list the steps of construction on your own. You have to write very simple English statements. Nothing very difficult. very simple language to convey what you have done. So today I shall do it for you, because usually my children, when I do only one construction, they will be able to give me the steps of construction on their own, because you are coming to me only this year. This is the first time I'm meeting you. So I have to train you like that. Once you get trained, then you should be able to write the steps of construction on your own, because after all, it is you who has done the construction. So let me get back to the board. I may be writing it only today. From next class onwards, make it a point that you should be able to recall all the steps. So now also you will be doing it along with me. Maybe there are a few of you who can write the steps of construction on your own. If I write, shall I clear? No, if I clear, then I will not have to write below your construction, steps of construction. You will always list it in the same order that you have done it, and you will number it also. First step. Can someone recall and tell me what was the first step we have done?
Ma'am, draw a line segment.
Draw a line of 7 centimeter.
No, you are missing something more preliminary. We have done something before that also.
Ma'am, mark a point P.
No.
Ma'am, draw a rough sketch of.
Draw a rough sketch of the quadrilateral PQRS. Draw a rough sketch of quadrilateral PQRS and mark the given measurements. Is it visible? Is the board visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. That was the first step. Second step. Now you can continue. Somebody was telling P, Q, P, etc., etc. Tell me what was the next step after the rough sketch.
Mark a point P.
Mark a point P where? On the table, on the wall, on our cupboards, or on our hands?
Ma'am, on the book.
Now, you need not say mark a point P, then locate R at a distance of 7 centimeters, etc. We can make it more simple. Draw. You have drawn a line segment. PR equals 7 centimeters. This is the best way you can write, because anyway, we have drawn the line segment PR of length 7 centimeters. How did we do that? We first marked the point P, then you kept my ruler alongside P and located another point R 7 centimeters from P. And when I joined those 2 points, I got my PR. So eventually, what did I construct? I constructed, or I drawn the line segment PR. If you want, you can put the stroke here, which will tell PR is a line segment, equals 7 centimeters. Third step.
Ma'am, P as the center.
Yes. You have taken your compass next. What did you do with the compass? With P, whenever you take or use a compass, there are 2 things you have to specify. Where to keep the compass? That will tell me the center. And how much length should you take in the compass? That will give me the radius. Because to construct an arc,
4 centimeters.
we need a center and a radius. So, with P as center, and radius, what was the radius you've taken? PQ is what?
4 centimeters.
4 centimeters.
4 centimeters.
Cut an arc. Fourth point. Now it is easy to guess. Now what did you do with the compass? Where did you keep
Ma'am,
the
arc.
with
Ma'am, arc.
draw an arc, you must tell what is the center.
Ma'am, with R as center
Very good. With
and radius 6 centimeter, cut an arc.
R as center and radius 6 centimeters.
Oh.
Cut the previous arc. You already have one arc. Cut the previous arc at what was the point of intersection? Point of intersection of the 2 arcs.
Q.
Q.
Cut the previous arc at Q. So the second arc, when you cut the first arc, there is a point of intersection which is formed. And that point of intersection you have called as Q. Then what was the next step? After Q is there, what did you do with Q? Join
Ma'am, we have to join P, Q and RQ.
QR. Join PQ and QR. Next, what's the next step? So my first triangle is ready. PQR is ready now. What did I do next after that? I had to construct a
With
second
P
arc.
as center and radius 5.5 centimeter, cut an arc.
With P as center. Now you see you are able to get it. That's why I said only the first construction I will be writing. Now onwards you should be able to tell me. With P as center and radius 5.5 centimeters,
Cut an arc.
cut an arc. That time you don't have point of intersection. So simply you will tell cut an arc. Then the next step. Now where should you keep
With
the compass?
R as center
Yes, with R
and
as
radius 5 centimeter, cut previous arc at S.
Very good. With R as center and radius 5 centimeters, cut the previous arc at S. What next?
Join PS and RS.
Join PS and SR. Is the board visible? I hope I'm not going beyond the screen. Okay, huh? Join PS and SR. Then finally, so now what did you obtain after both the triangles are ready? What did you get at the
Quadrilateral.
end? After both the
Quadrilateral PQRS.
what did you want to construct? What did you want to construct?
Quadrilateral.
Ma'am, quadrilateral PQRS.
So, right, therefore, PQRS is the required quadrilateral. This is how you conclude a construction. Is the required quadrilateral. That's all. That's how you complete it. So our first construction is done. So this you have done along with me. So today, after the class, now you have to take up one more from your textbook and try it out on your own. Now turn to page number 60 in your textbook. Okay, good. I'm seeing some Miss Ab is showing me the steps of construction. Also, I can't see how you have written, my dear. I don't know. Somehow it's not visible very conveniently for me. All right, if you have done, very good. So this is what I will be expecting from you for every construction that you do. The rough sketch, first the question should be written clearly. On the right hand side, you will draw the rough sketch. Then complete the construction in the center of the page. And after the construction, below it, you will start writing the steps of construction. This is a common set of instruction I have given you today. So till the construction is over, you will follow these set of instruction very sacrosanctly. You will not deviate from it at all. Question, right hand side corner your rough sketch, center of the page your actual construction, below that you will be writing the steps of construction. Okay? Okay, so then today you will try one more on your own. Page number 60, exercise 4.1. You can try, I think the first one is what I have done. You can try the second one, quadrilateral JUMP, jump. Here also you are given 4 sides and 1 diagonal. So first draw the rough sketch, visualize the quadrilateral, see how the quadrilateral is divided as 2 triangles by drawing the diagonal. Then start with your construction. When you do your construction, keep speaking the construction so that when you write the steps of construction, you will be able to easily relate it. Say while you are doing. Then only you will get it registered for the steps of construction. I hope it is clear. We are almost running out of time. Is there any doubt that you have?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good.
No, ma'am.
So complete that second quadrilateral. I think our next class is again on Monday. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So we will meet on Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye from here. Please do your things very, very neatly because it is a construction class. Okay then. Bye. See you.
Bye, ma'am.